go.
Been waiting for you. Slow news week.
Oh my god, dude. Welcome to the One Podcast, who eventually with my episode number 220. The big 220. I am the Beast Snow. Just for this episode, joined today by Jake, Cody, best in the world in the knowledge and facts, Jordi over there, and best in the world in everything, Devin. He is not Batman. We got a great episode today. Devin said that he's not going to give us the news because, slow news week. So we'll see what he's got to say. We're going to hit the gym in Jake's Power Hour, see what he's been playing. We're talking about what we've all been playing. We're going to hit the Shadow Realm. We've seen what the Shadow knows this week. Daredevil, I heard, is a great show, and he's going to tell us why. I hope. If not, whatever. And then we're talking some wrestling. We're going to keep going on that road to WrestleMania. More favors are going in the air. So, who knows what's going on with that. AEW Dynasty, we're going to talk about that. Devin's favorite federation of all time. And then Jordi is going to tell us what we got wrong throughout the whole episode. Maybe. If he needs to. He might get, nothing wrong, but we'll see. But you know what? Let's just get into the episode. We're going to play Do You Knowuh TOPTERTA. I'm going to ask you guys a question. We get to know each other a little bit better. Have a little discussion, have a little discourse, just have a little bit of fun. That's all right. Sounds good.
Absolutely.
We're still on the road to WrestleMania, so I'm going to ask you a WrestleMania question once again. So the question this week is, what do you think is the most underrated WrestleMania match of all time, in your opinion? One that doesn't get talked about, like with the Stone Cold versus the Rocks, the Cena versus the Rocks, Roman versus Cody's.
This is a toughie.
I'll tell you the match that came to my mind first. I don't remember everybody that was in the match. I'm not even going to try to, but I'll do my best to remember who I do remember. Bryan Danielson or Dan Bryan. It was an Intercontinental ladder match. I don't remember what WrestleMania it was, but it was the one where Dan Bryan won.
Was that 31?
I don't remember, but I know it had Stardust in it. Stardust, Dolph Ziggler, Danielson, Moxley, I think was in it. Luke Harper, maybe.
Dang,
I think that was it.
we already got stuff wrong. Okay.
But that's the first one that came to my mind.
I don't remember that match at all. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
So good.
Okay.
Hot opener, brother. It was the first match, and it the thing I remember the most about it was like it was just so bright and like bright outside, and the match had so many crazy spots, and it was just like, to me, that's like the epitome of multi-man ladder matches. Like it was so good.
Okay. I know Devin's got one.
Devin really has a few he could pick from, and I don't know if I can boil it down to one.
Boil it down to two.
Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, and Jericho, Shawn Michaels. Jericho Michaels, WrestleMania 19.
Okay.
Kurt and Shawn was 21, I think. Great match. I mean, great. And Kurt and Shawn even ran it back at Backlash. It was so good. But then also Shawn Michaels and John Cena, and then Undertaker and Batista, WrestleMania 23, also a good one. But yeah, those first two. I would probably say Michaels and Kurt Angle, the most underrated, underappreciated WrestleMania match, if I had to choose just one.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Anything for you, buddy. Just jogging some memories here. Feel free to take one.
It's not too much of an older one, but I did really enjoy Edge vs AJ. I was
that a Mania?
on 38. Wasn't
I
too
don't-
terribly long ago.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I don't remember that match at all.
I think
Edge and
it-
AJ Styles?
Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on that weekend. I remember that much for sure. But I think
Was
that was
38
like
not the Boneyard match?
WrestleMania
I don't know. I
38.
think between those two, it was just a normal match, but it was like when the Judgment Day stuff was going on.
WrestleMania
You mean
38.
Finn?
No, it was Edge and AJ.
WrestleMania 38.
Yeah, it was at 38.
I don't remember that match at all. That's crazy. I'm going to have to go
Yeah.
back and watch that.
I don't remember that match in the slightest.
For whatever reason, it sticks into my head.
That's kind of crazy. And Edge wrestled Finn the next year.
Jordi
Oh,
got
yeah,
one.
cool.
Jordi got one.
Underrated for sure then.
I'm trying to find the year because I'm not 100% sure what year it was. But it was that match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker that was like real cinematic.
It's
The
the
Boneyard
Boneyard
match?
match.
Yeah. Their Boneyard match. Like,
COVID.
yeah.
WrestleMania.
COVID year.
I'm going to guess 36. 2020.
What's that at? Yep. 36.
Dang. Big Undertaker guy.
Yeah.
He is.
I was
That's
kind of
what
hoping
I
that
enjoyed
would
it,
lead to more matches like that. Not all matches
Yeah.
like that. I don't want that to be like the new norm, but like I want to see
Yeah.
another movie match. That was
They were
kind
doing
of cool.
I did
Have
a
you
couple
seen-
of those in COVID.
Yeah, did you see
Sting and Darby?
versus Hobbs and Starks, I think?
I have no idea who they
I think it was
wrestled.
Ricky Starks. Yeah, it was same style, not style, but it was like in a warehouse and shit like that. They were throwing
A
each other off the
cinematic
fucking
match,
yeah, another cinematic match. That one was pretty good too.
Okay.
Okay.
Really enjoyed that one. That was one of the AEW's like first pay-per-views.
Bring back the Pitch Black match.
So my underrated match, it's always gonna be Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That one. That's true. That's true.
It always gets me right in there. Or I can go with Edge versus McFoley too.
I love that match.
What was the match
I love
rated?
that match. That is a great match for sure.
Was it WrestleMania where Rey Mysterio was he dropped out as Captain America?
I mean, he's been a bunch of stuff. He was
Yeah, I'm not sure.
an Aztec war beast. He was the Joker. He was Daredevil.
Yeah.
He's been everything.
He's in trouble for all that stuff now. Well, WWE is, so they can't do it anymore, but
In trouble.
yeah, they're not allowed using their likeness anymore.
Oh,
Dang. Well,
they're fine.
speaking of not underrated, very rated, highly rated even, it's Devin who's gonna bring you the news.
Highly rated. Just wait until Yard Subject to Change does one of my matches. We'll see who's rated highly.
Oh my God, dude.
It'll be you.
No, it won't.
Okay. Got of this
No.
shit, but won't be rated highly.
I used to go out there and do my best, but all right. I still go out there and do my best. I'm sorry. It's just that my best isn't what it used to be.
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Blair.
See, the Hellfire Gala starts in Marvel Rivals on April 11th, which would be the day, the day you listen to this podcast, because that's a Friday. It's going to introduce Emma Frost and Ultron. I don't know if they'll be in the same update, but they both will be coming. Team-ups will be changing. Bucky and Cap finally getting a team-up. Magneto We're losing Magneto and the Thor Force team up. I'm sorry. We are losing Wanda and Magneto's team up, which I was just using today. Just going off. Losing the Thor Force team up. Namor's leaving Luna Snow. He's going to Gamma, replacing Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is hooking up with Wanda for a crazy machine gun magic bullet type thing. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that update's coming out on the 11th. Going to be a lot of balance updates, changes, new maps, stuff like that. Marvel Rivals, good free game. If you subscribe to Marvel Unlimited with the code, here is the thing, before April 16th, you get your first month free and a free thing skin in Marvel Rivals. Switch 2 pre-orders will be delayed in the United States because of the tariff war. Japan got on the phone and they said, please rethink this. We'll see what happens. But so even though us United States of Americans cannot pre-order the Switch, it is most likely that the Switch is not going to raise in price. It's going to stay $450. Most likely. That can change. That's just what the experts have to say. Nintendo also confirmed that the Switch 2 game cartridges will taste horrible.
Pardon me?
Any children who try and eat them will be deterred from eating more.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I can't lie.
Just fucking
Kind of like it.
put them out of reach of children.
That's not all.
I mean, if you're giving a kid a Switch, I mean, like, here, play the Switch. They're not playing at docks. They're running around the house
That's
naked,
fair, I
fucking
guess.
biting on it.
Naked is crazy.
You ever had kids?
No.
That's what you do. New GameCube controller is also going to launch alongside the new Switch, with the caveat being you will only be able to play the GameCube games with it. You won't be able to play any new games. Well,
Lame.
might be fine unless there's a new Smash that comes out. The Death Stranding movie will be directed by A Quiet Place Day One director Michael Sarnowski. The Oblivion remake is allegedly going to be shadow dropping at any moment. For all we know, as we're recording this, Bethesda or whoever made Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, could just be dropping it right now. Check your Game Passes. Check your PlayStation stores. Allegedly. Nothing to back that up. Hades 2, going to be coming to Switch 1 and 2 before other consoles this year. Small window of exclusivity.
Okay.
PlayStation Portal now has cloud streaming in beta. So you'll be able to stream right from your Portal. Kind of
I do like that.
Yeah. I don't know how often I'd use it. Probably never, but it's nice that you can do it.
Well, that and like the internet connection on that thing is kind of ass, but whatever.
Oh, it is. It certainly is.
Yeah.
Played at work with Max bars, and it's like, maybe we don't work. Let's cut you off. Just shutting down mid game. Yeah. Anyway.
You like it?
Yeah. Do I like it? I love it.
No, when it does that.
Oh, nothing's better. Don't you like being kicked out of games? Don't you like being in the middle of an online game and then just being not in that game anymore?
That's my favorite thing.
You see how you want it to work, but it doesn't? Anyway, that's it. Light news week. No Pokemon. Nothing. Don't think there was any Pokemon. No
Already?
Pokemon stuff happened.
That's
Pokemon
it?
blew their load a couple weeks ago, and they just died off.
That's it. Wow, man.
That's it. Sorry, man. Hey, I could dig some stuff up that we don't.
Go and vamp for a minute.
You want to vamp for a minute?
Jake's Power Hour. Time to get powerful.
Mm.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast while you're here.
Finally.
Smash that like button.
Turn on notifications.
Yeah,
Ring that
turn on
notification
notifications. Tell us.
Ring the notification bell.
If you're here
Why does
right
it
now,
sound like somebody's got a gun pointed at you telling you to do this?
Yeah, it's actually just off camera, like right here.
Me and Dave were talking about YouTubers earlier, right before the podcast, and he was like, "But when you guys do the podcast, do you do it?" And I was like, "I've never done it before in the podcast. No, I used to do it when I'd like made YouTube videos, but I don't do it anymore." So now don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, right. Snow, put it up in the corner too, just so you can click on it.
And if you didn't like it, watch the video again. Maybe you'll change your mind.
5 stars only.
And if you still don't like it the second time, just watch it the third time. It'll grow on you.
Yeah, we'll grow on you like a mold or fungus.
Turn us on and go to sleep,
You want to turn us on?
and then sleep.
Yeah. Anyways, Schedule 1. Still been playing that. My drug empire is growing very, very well. I now have 24. I have 24 spaces to grow weed in my barn. I employ a total of 15 people. I'm going to be turning my home into my meth lab soon.
Who are you, my dad?
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. This game is a 10 out of 10. The fact that it has a multiplayer option is great. I haven't really fucked with it all that much just because we started a big old multiplayer game and then people disappeared, and then me and Jordi have just been doing our own thing on our own games, which is still been fun.
We do need to go ahead and start our own game.
Yeah.
Because we've been focusing on different aspects of the game.
Yeah.
See, whereas Jacob is growing his empire, he's learning the business. I'm a chemist. I'm the chemist over here. I have over 100 strains in my game. I've been working in the lab. I'm not out there selling all the extra drugs and buying up all the properties, but anything you want, any effect you want, I got you.
But imagine us together.
Exactly. That's why we need to go ahead and start our empire together.
But the other couple weeks ago, Devin said, "Is that game that you think's ugly, or that's ugly and you hate it, or whatever?" I don't remember what it was about. I don't remember what game I was talking about, but he was in reference to Mountain Blade 2. He was talking about Mountain Blade 2 himself.
Yes.
So I started playing Mountain Blade 2 again. Been having a great time with it, honestly. I am in the middle of... Right now, I'm training some troops from a nearby village so they can bolster their ranks. I had a companion with me. His name was Wasar. We went into battle against some looters, and Wasar was slain. So that's 500 dinars I'll never get back. Great game. Love it. Should play it. Probably an 8 out of 10. I'm playing on PlayStation right now. I've heard if you play on PC, they have like role-playing server type shit where you can like join clans and do big fucking multiplayer and PvP battles against like real humans, or there's like hundreds of people on each team. That sounds kind of cool, but I don't know. I'll see if I decide to get that deep into it. I don't know if you can do it on PlayStation, but I know you can do it on PC. Yeah. That's what's been up with me. I went back to work this week, so I haven't been able to play as much.
Dang, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But
hate it. About to quit.
Nah, you probably would. I've been playing...
Kate, if you're listening, I was just kidding.
I've been playing a little game called Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Have you?
I've 70 hours in already, level 47. Still unlocking groups of people to assassinate. The game keeps, growing. I forget what the main storyline is at this point, but we're grabbing some allies. We're assassinating some.
It's funny you say that, because after like the part where you get Yasuke, once that finishes, like after it happens, I don't really know what the storyline is like after that.
It was a long cutscene, wasn't it?
It was a long cutscene. I was thinking actually when I was playing it that's what you were talking about. Was it before we were playing D&D or getting on the podcast? But yeah, no, long cutscene. But like after that happens and you get Yasuke, like I don't know what the story is now.
I'll tell you, the Junjiro plot twist got me. Little twist with Junjiro. Still love him. Good boy.
It's good little boy.
Oh, I also, I upgraded my hideout, like the buildings. So they look like a castle now. Look great.
Do they really?
Yep.
I haven't played in a couple days. I'll have to get back to it here
I
soon.
bought some. Yeah, no, best Assassin's Creed game I've ever played.
How many Assassin's Creed games have you played?
I played the first two. I played Black Flag. I played some of Valhalla.
What's your favorite Assassin's Creed, Snow?
Favorite?
Yeah.
Probably one of the early ones.
Yeah. Look, I love Assassin's Creed 1 with Altair. I think Altair is a bad motherfucker. Also love the Ezio collection. Really love all the old ones.
Be the 2, but like all the games have a special place in my heart except for like a few. But
yeah. No,
Black
the ones
Flag
that
has
like
always been my favorite.
Black Flag.
I haven't beaten Black Flag. I want to play through it one day because everybody says how great it is, and I never got it. I'm trying to think. Like, there was that time between like Unity, where Unity came out, Syndicate came out.
Yeah, I wasn't too big on those.
What was another one where like in that time range?
Wasn't Revelations or Brotherhood?
No, that was Ezio's story.
It was afterwards.
It was before that.
Unity.
Let me Google. Oh, mainline
Syndicate.
Syndicate, yeah.
Mhm.
There is Black Flag, Rogue, Unity, Syndicate. So those three are like my least favorite.
Yeah.
Are those like the PSP games?
No,
I think Rogue might have.
I think Rogue might have been, but not the rest of them.
Because that was the one in China.
Yeah.
China.
What was that, Snow?
Tariffs?
Unity was probably. I think I liked Unity. I didn't care for Syndicate.
Syndicate was like the Jack the Ripper London
Yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Unity was cool just because you had where you could switch between Jacob and Evely, and I liked that.
Jacob and who?
I think her name was Evely. It was either Evely or Evie.
It was Evie.
Evely.
That's actually
Devin's daughter.
That's Evie in French too.
Oh.
So
I don't think you knew that, Cody, but go off, King.
my brain did.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed still 9 and 10 for me. I did play another game that just came out. South of Midnight. I played the first 2 chapters of it, and this game is fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Princess and the Frog, the video game?
I don't know.
Still
Devin,
racist, but okay, King.
Devin would hate this art style. I would just assume.
No. Nope.
It's in the
'Cause I don't.
Spider-Verse, so I would assume so.
It's
First off, you little bastard, I loved Into the Spider-Verse
You-
and its animation.
so you're this girl in like I think it's Louisiana. Hurricane's coming. They're trying to get ready to,
Probably Wisconsin.
trying to get ready to, pack up and get out go wherever they want. The girl, somehow leaves the house. Mother's still in there. The hurricane sweeps her away, and that's where the story begins. And you somehow, the Weaver storyline picks up, and you follow that. It's so far it's really good, honestly.
How you feel about old Bunny?
Something about her just I don't like.
Same.
I think she knows a little bit, though. I think she knows something.
I feel like she's definitely hiding stuff. I think.
Have you already started playing it, Cody?
So I don't know if I'll be able to like actually play it, but I've been watching somebody do like a full playthrough of it, and man,
You don't have Game Pass anymore?
not at the moment, no. But thanks for calling me
Huh?
out. So thanks for calling me out.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, that'll keep you honest.
But like the controls and everything seem pretty simple enough that it's not overwhelming, and yeah.
So, what it looks like to me on the outside, having seen no actual gameplay, it looks like a QTE game. Is it anything like that?
Like Until Dawn and shit like that.
Quick time event? No, not to that extent.
No.
I'm thinking more like Asura's Wrath.
No, it has like regular combat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not seen
Yeah.
any gameplay.
Yeah,
I thought so.
you're attacking things and you got
I,
weapons.
no, I just. Oh, okay.
There's absolutely no quick time events unlike Assassin's
Okay,
Creed.
okay. I'm just saying. That's what it looked like on the surface to me. I'm gonna play it. You know?
Is this a Souls-like game?
I don't
I think
think
it's just
so.
like an
Okay.
adventure.
Okay.
So he's into it now.
You're just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the story seems phenomenal so far.
You're I guess a weaver in training, taking out some haints.
Yeah.
What?
Some
Haint.
haints. Give it an 8 out of 10. Solid game, honestly. For real. No cap.
I didn't know it was already out, so I'm gonna throw that on my to buy list. Or not
Came
to
out
buy, but to download list.
yesterday.
I have to share this really quick because I don't know what is happening. I just tried to download South of Midnight, and I got an error message that said I need to ask a parent if I'm allowed to download this game.
Hell yeah.
You have parental controls on your Game Pass?
Apparently, I do now.
Hell yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah,
It
they
says this
Yeah.
is restricted above my acceptable rating.
they do say some naughty words in here, so make sure you ask your parents.
That's funny.
What
Yeah,
the
the story has been really cool. I like how like the art style of it. I do like that. In case you don't like the like into the Spider-Verse stop motion type, you can shut it off. So if it's something that bugs you, my only worry is this is going to be another Forsaken issue where
You know it
people-
is. There's a black chick in it.
right. It's just they're going to see, oh, it's a black woman as a lead. I don't want anything to do with it. This game's terrible.
My God, it's set in the South.
Right. But yeah, game looks phenomenal. Everything that like I've been watching Fighting Cowboy play it, and yeah, nothing bad to say about it so far.
It kind of reminded me like I don't know if it makes sense, animated robot chicken, stop motion claymation
Yep.
art. Oh, did I turn you off, Devin? Was that?
No,
I saw that
No.
face.
when nobody's ever brought up robot chicken like that. Huh? That's the first time in the world. Reminded me of Robot Chicken's animation. Like, come,
I was never
just a
talking.
hilarious thing to say.
Would you like me to never talk? Never give my opinions?
Oh, I like when you talk. Kylie and Ariana are about to fight. It looked like. Yeah, no, I'll play. As soon as I get through some more Assassin's Creed, I've been working on my living decks in Pokemon Home. Boy, that's a journey to get everything in Pokedex order. So that's fun. I give that process a 2 out of 10, but something that needs to be done. So
If anybody can do it, I think you can do it.
I don't think
No,
it's something that does need to be done, actually.
I can do it. Well, no, you don't like organization, so I get it. I do. I need it.
So, Cody or Jordi?
I got nothing new. I've been playing Schedule 1.
All right, just make 'em crack. That's cool.
Yes, sir.
I started playing a game that is I don't know if it's still free, but it was free for a little bit on Steam called Cubic Odyssey. It is basically space Minecraft. It's all like voxel and all of that, but
You could just play Minecraft.
yeah, I I don't know if I really want to play solo Minecraft. I'll be honest on that. Sounds not as fun.
You don't
Yeah, you're-
say.
This game so far has been good. Different reasons there, Devin, but that's okay. Graphics are pretty cool. How you do like your crafting and stuff like that is with a laser gun, so that's kind of cool. Seems pretty like quick progression on like getting tools, and you get a pistol within like the first 5 minutes of playing the game, which is always fun. But I mean, it seems like a really cool game so far. I haven't got too terribly far into it to know what the story is beyond you crashed on a alien planet. But if you like Minecraft and or space, then check it out.
This looks just like Minecraft.
But in space, Snow. In space.
Can you not go to space in Minecraft?
With guns.
You can, but like you gotta it takes a
With
lot.
mod, just a mod. So you can't do it in base game now.
Oh, you have vehicles too.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
anybody left on Earth who plays Minecraft without mods.
I would.
You'd be surprised.
Probably kids.
Romalia,
will-
for example, will only play Minecraft if it's not modded.
Yep, he thinks it's heresy to play with mods.
I like him. I like that guy. Good guy.
Look at brother.
He always brings up how he played in the days where you didn't even have recipes. You just kind of put shit in your crafting bench and.
Oh, to be fair, that's still today. There are no recipes in base game Minecraft.
Are there really not?
Didn't Minecraft used to be free? Is it still free? It's not.
It was
free
never
anymore, is it?
free. It was a. Yes, it used to be a browser game, but not in a very long time.
You'd love it.
Tried it.
You didn't, but
I did.
no, you didn't.
I did.
Playing
Tried
for
that.
30 minutes. Playing for 30 minutes while I'm in the bathroom does not constitute trying.
You need to
think
give
it
it a
does.
solid power hour.
It's too late.
Really, you just need to play with us.
Fully modded, so where it's not Minecraft.
That'll do it.
It's still Minecraft.
An updated texture pack.
Where it looks like
Make it look.
Unreal
Our World.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
This game actually does use the Unreal Engine.
I'm watching grass grow.
All right. Well, it's time to see what the Shadow knows this week.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Oh man, yeah. I talk about it every week, and I'm going to while it's still episodes. Daredevil Born Again continues to ramp up and get more and more intense and insane, and just fucking watch it. I mean, really,
What's Muse doing? What's he doing? Being a little criminal?
everybody being a little criminal.
Not me.
Now, some interconnected webs are coming to light, and Daredevil and Fisk have their backgrounds, and they're coalescing here pretty quick. But we're finding out some fun things about what's going on there, and this last episode is going to be insane next week, and I am ready for it.
Yeah.
Dang, it's last episode already.
Yeah, makes me sad.
Time
getting
flies by
Thunderbolts
when the
here.
seasons are short.
I think we're getting Thunderbolts here in just a few weeks.
A month, yeah.
And I just, I don't know, man. Like I've been saying every week, I'm pretty sure this is what's going to get people back into watching the Marvel shows, because they have done a phenomenal job with this. I mean, it's hard not to. Daredevil has always been a good story every time that they've done it. But they're doing it right. They know what they're doing. Anytime you start to figure something out, it's not what you thought, or sometimes it is, but not in the way you thought. And then, story's been great. Acting's always great. I mean, you got some of the best actors in the MCU. So Just watching.
We love Foggy.
Do you?
Foggy's great.
Froggy is great. I agree.
Why you say it like that, Cody?
Watch the show.
He won't.
Don't have to. You already told me everything.
Ain't doing shit.
Gotta watch the fight scenes, buddy. All right, I've watched a whole bunch of anime
Oh my god.
since the last we've been on. What, do you not want me to talk about anime? Is it not cool enough for somebody like you? Probably wore some Costas in 1999. Didn't even know who Eric Costa was. It's fine. I watched all of Devil May Cry.
I don't
Surprising.
watch.
Surprising since you took a crap all over the art style on it.
Yeah, I could say a few things about the show. I have strongly mixed feelings. Because the show was fun. It was fun. Some of the show looked pretty good. Some of it. A lot of it really did look like shit. Like actual shit. I get for certain. The Devil Trigger. When Dante goes Devil Trigger. Looks like Transformers Beast Wars.
Ooh.
It is atrocious. It is laughably bad. Other than that, it strays pretty wildly from the storyline of the games. I played Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. I didn't play DMC. None of that. But it strays wildly. Like the whole premise is like his dad is Sparta, like King Demon. He had to fight everything in him to fight for the side of good because demons were being, assholes. So like it's not easy for demons to be good, and in the show there are just some demons like living their lives. I think it's hilarious that America invades hell in the TV show.
They would if they could.
The soundtrack to the television show is amazing. It's great. Like we might all sit here and I would venture to say if we sit in a group and think of Limp Bizkit, we're like, nah, don't need to listen to Limp Bizkit. But if you hear
accurate, yeah.
if you hear Rollin' or break stuff like out in the wild or like on a television show as a theme song or during a fight, you're like, oh, actually, no, this is pretty nice. Like this is fun. So the show has some really redeeming qualities and some fun stuff. Dante's a little goofy guy. It's not as good as the first Devil May Cry anime. It's not. It doesn't look as good. It's not as fluid. But it's not bad. I think if it was named anything else and they did not have the Devil Trigger animations, I'd probably say it was a good show. It's a fine, fun show. If you have free time, check it out. It's like 8 episodes too, and they're all short. Yeah. I also
I'm confused by something you just said.
Okay.
If it didn't have the devil triggers, I'd probably say it was a good show.
That was on top of everything else I said with that.
Right, but then you said it was a good show, a fine show. So is it a good show or a fine show? I'm confused. Is it just fine because it's Devil May Cry and you think it could be better, or?
I said I think it would be better if it were not Devil May Cry.
Gotcha. I didn't hear you say would be better.
If it was just like some random Netflix anime that used like the American art style and their just the way Netflix does things, it's not good. That being said, though, I watched another anime on Netflix, which is not made by Netflix. It's made by Mappa, who also makes I think they make Chainsaw Man. But I watched Yaiba, just a little samurai anime, has 1 episode out. It's like a throwback to 90s, early 2000s anime. It looks amazing. The animation is on point. Everything is crisp and clean. It's just about a little guy right now at 1 episode in. Just wants to be the best swordsman in the world, best samurai in the world. It was a fun first episode. It did used to be a show in like the early 90s. I would check that out. Yaiba, Yaiba, very fun. Also watched the first episode of Gundam GQuuuuuuX. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but you just look that up on like Amazon Prime. Fun first episode. It too uses CGI for the Gundams, which is way off brand for the Gundam franchise because they're usually all hand drawn. That was a good fun first episode too. Just kind of base gets you in. It's of course they're in a space colony, Xeon fleet fighting against them, all that. Don't know where we're going. Gundam-y first episode.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, buddy.
You're hey, yeah, you guys are welcome, you know.
All right. So, has anybody seen the rest of Breaking Bad yet?
Nope.
I am 3 episodes from finishing season 4. I should be finishing it either tonight or tomorrow, season 4, and then I should be done with it by the next podcast. And then I'm gonna watch Camino, and then I'm thinking about watching Better Call Saul because I like Saul. Have you seen Better Call Saul?
Maybe first season.
Not as good as Breaking Bad.
No, but I think they said it gets better, but as with a lot of things.
Where I'm at right now, Skylar just got. They were trying to say that, or her old job, she was like, you remember how she was cooking the books for the old job, and then like helping him launder money or whatever. He was audited, so she was like, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" I don't like Skylar, bro. But yeah, that's where I'm at. A good show. Great show. Show of the year for me so far.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
10 out of 10. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Thanks to Val Kilmer passing, I had to go back and rewatch Tombstone. And boy, that's still like top 5 in my repertoire of movies of all time. Yeah, his performance is 10 out of 10. It's a great movie. Devin, you've seen it?
Tombstone with Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Been a minute.
Love that Cody wasn't on last week and I gave a Top Gun reference and didn't even hear it, so.
Yeah, well, you know.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But
That's what he do.
been watching something
Cody doesn't
else.
love you like we love you.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. You don't love him, Cody?
But I have been watching something
It's
else. It's not
Go
as
on.
good as, Devin's, all 3 animes put together, but, I've been watching One Piece. We are
Very nice.
pretty much done.
That's better already.
I was gonna say arguably a better show than 3 I've watched.
We're
2 are only
I'd
one
say
episode.
we're done with Punk Hazard. Caesar Cloud turned the whole island into gas. Virgo took on Smoker. Luffy finds Momonosuke for Kinemon, but he happens to be a dragon. Luffy,
I mean,
Luffy finds himself into a trash dump and finds Momonosuke. Luffy then, starts beating up Caesar, going off on him. Law and Virgo took on each other. Law beat Virgo, cut him up in little pieces, threw him into the wall. We do find out that Caesar has been making devil fruit.
What?
Crazy. We got Doflamingo checking in, see what's going on. He's like, "Hey, Monet, blow up the whole island." The only person that can survive is Caesar, so go do that. Caesar thinks, he's got one up on everybody. He's got Smoker's heart. He's like, "I'm done with Smoker." Stabs the heart. Didn't know it's Monet, so he killed his assistant pretty much. Doflamingo's like, I'm done with this. He sends in Baby 5 and Buffalo in to check on the situation. Frankie, takes them down. They all capture Caesar. We find out where Law and Luffy are gonna go take out Kaido. Okay. Yeah, we find out that Law and Luffy are teaming up to take out one of the Emperors, Kaido. And then Doflamingo's like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go see what's going on here. Goes to Punk Hazard, about to beat up and kill Smoker in the G5 when, lo and behold, Aokiji shows up after, being defeated by Akainu. He's like, better leave. And, everybody leaves on the boat, Straw Hats, and everybody, we're going to Dressrosa, so.
Yeah, buddy.
That's all I can remember, so.
Some crazy stuff about to happen.
Crazier than this? Man.
Oh yeah. It just keeps getting crazier.
Yeah, it does not get less crazy from here on out.
Oh man, love that. All right, Devin, it's your turn. Let's talk some wrestling. We got some legendary inductees or legacy inductees to the Hall of Fame. I don't know what's different with these than their actual Hall of Fame, but Kamala, Dory Funk Sr., and Ivan Koloff are going in as legacy.
I didn't see this at all.
I almost corrected you and said her name was Kamala.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, so they're legacy inductees. I guess they're not good
I'm kind of
enough.
surprised. Surprised Ivan Koloff wasn't in already.
Yeah, that is surprising.
He's Russian.
That'll do it. That's probably why he's going in this year.
All right, so AEW presented Dynasty. Devin loved this show.
It was a good show.
Max Caster had an open challenge. Guess who showed up to accept that challenge?
Who was it?
Anthony Bowens.
What?
Right?
That's crazy.
Right? And then that was
Great theme song.
0 hour. And then the pay-per-view started off with a Owen Hart men's quarterfinal match between Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight. Who's Kevin Knight?
He I think he was in TNA. I don't really know much about him. I haven't seen anything other than highlights before this match.
Oh, well, Ospreay won.
Yeah, he popped off. He had a really good showing. Honestly.
Big Will?
Come on.
Will did too. Will doesn't he always?
Sure. We had the AEW World Tag Team titles on the line. The Hurt Syndicate took on the Learning Tree of the Big Redwood, Big Bill, and the Bad Apple, Brian Keith.
Fine match. Fine. Just fine. MJF interfered on behalf of the Hurt Syndicate.
They did retain the championships, the Hurt Syndicate, right?
They did. Ain't no stopping them now.
We had a women's Owen Hart quarterfinal match. Mercedes Moné, the CEO, took on Julia Hart.
She did.
I'm assuming Monet won.
She did.
Okay. Trios. We have a trios championship match. The Death Riders took on Rated FTR. It's a bad night for Rated FTR and Cope especially because he got turned on.
He got turned on or he got turned on?
What's the difference?
Same difference. Tony Storm defending the world title against Megan
This was
Bain.
a good match. Good match. When was the last time Tony Storm missed?
Been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fun match. Fun, good match. Good, fun match. Fun, good, fun.
How dare you win with the cradle? Small package. We had another men's quarterfinal match for the Owen Hart. Mark Briscoe took on Kyle Fletcher.
Hey, this match is kind of crazy. 2 dogs. For real.
Kyle Fletcher did pick up the
How
win.
was it?
Yeah, it was good. Second best match on the show.
Remember when Devin hated Kyle Fletcher like 3 months ago? Me too.
No.
Always talking about how ugly he was and bad.
I may have said he was ugly, but I've never said he was bad.
Speaking of that, the World Championship for Ring of Honor versus a mask match. We had Chris Jericho as the champion, took on Bandito.
Chris Jericho rightly deserves and gets a lot of hate for his recent performances and other things. But this was his best match in a while. This match was
it?
really good. This match was really good. And Bandito took a powerbomb off the apron to the floor. Yeah. Jericho's 9 years old doing Jericho spikes off the top rope still, so just insane. Bandito's also pretty strong.
Bandito's the new champion.
Bandito did win. He also did a stalling suplex where he held Jericho up for a minute.
That's
And
tough.
as that minute was coming to an end, his legs, no hyperbole, were like doing this, holding Jericho up, just wiggling. Like he could barely hold himself up anymore.
It's like a sack of sugar, you know?
Yeah, a packed sack of sugar.
Another championship match, TNT championship. Daniel Garcia defending against Adam Cole.
I really don't remember a thing from this match except for Adam Cole did his knee, his brainbuster on the knee on the steel steps. And I watched it and I was just like, what's the point? Like you're dropping him on your knee.
He just had his foot on a chair or on the steps.
Yes.
It's a lot sturdier than a
Elevates.
wrestling ring. Wrestling ring's kind of bouncy, you know?
When you're right, you're right.
Adam Cole's the new TNT champion, so the international championship, Kenny Omega defending against Ricochet and Mike Bailey.
This was crazy. Mike Bailey might throw the best super kicks in the world right now.
It's crazy.
This match is great. I don't know what else to say other than like you should check this. Oh, Ricochet took a one-winged angel off the top rope backwards. Scared the shit out of me.
Took it off the top rope backwards. How does that work?
Like Kenny Omega standing on the top rope facing out to the crowd.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked so like Mike Bailey was on the top rope about to take a move from Ricochet. Kenny Omega climbs up, gets him in the electric chair position on the top rope.
Right.
And then, kind of jumps backwards. But on Ricochet on the way down looked like his head was not going to make the rotation for a moment. It was just pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would never take that.
That's why Omega is still the
I
champion.
don't even know how you come up with things like that, spots like that, you know? Like,
Love of the game.
Okada came and hung out with Omega after the match too. And then we had the AEW World Title match between the champion Jon Moxley and Swerve. Is this a good match to end the show?
I mean, it wasn't a bad match. It was good. I'm a big fan of like championship, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like crazy things going on around like the outside in some world championship matches. I think this match benefited from it. It was good. It was not bad. I know people will say it's bad because they're tired of Death Riders.
Hangman,
people hate Swerve also.
Hangman came in and helped Swerve, right?
Not, I mean, I guess, but only because. So he was about to hit the buckshot lariat. He was staring Swerve in his beady little eyes, and then he slowly eyed over to John Moxley's bald little head. And then when he did that, the other Death Riders came out and then started beating him up. So I guess he helped Swerve like inadvertently.
And then we had another return. The lights went out. The Young Bucks
Devin's favorite.
came in.
Who's that?
The Young Bucks. They hit a big
What?
EVP trigger or whatever.
What are their names? Who are they?
Matthew and Nicholas, the Young Bucks.
What kind of Bucks?
Young.
Are they young
Pretty young.
and Buck?
$2.
They're not Bucks.
$2.
Not $1, $2.
$2.
$1, $2.
Well, that might have went up with the tariff, so they might not be $2 anymore.
Like I said, change the name to Stag.
That's cool.
The young stags or the grown stags?
Old Stags.
Hey, SmackDown.
They look like cigarettes and whiskey now. So
CM Punk came out, said he's gonna tell everybody the favor to Roman Reigns at the end of the night. We had Ray Fenix with his debut against Nathan Frazier.
hey, listen, I want to tell a Ray Phoenix story I heard today. So I was listening to Jeff Jarrett today. And he was talking about he had to wrestle Ray Phoenix. And how for the AAA Mega Campeon, whatever it's called, they're wrestling. He said Ray Phoenix is he didn't use these words, but essentially the stiffest worker like ever. Apparently Ray Phoenix has a reputation in the locker room for beating people up, like accidentally handing out concussions. He said he throws that round kick or that, spinning back kick, no idea where it's going. He just throws it. I thought that was pretty funny, especially considering this match with Nathan Frazier. He dropped him on his head and neck and nothing else with an Emerald Frozen. Yeah. Fun.
Oh, well, you know what? Speaking of dropping things, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair had a interview in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thing there was a
That was great.
mediator there.
This has been happening with Charlotte a lot, so
All the time. I mean,
I'm starting to think it was Charlotte's fault, not Nia's, when they got into that fist fight in the middle of the ring.
or when
Probably was.
her and Becky.
her and Becky
Yeah.
thing is disgusting. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I do not blame. If I were in Tiffany's position, I would have probably done the same thing had I had the ammunition.
Yes.
For sure. I don't care how famous you are or the position you're in. If you're talking shit, I also will.
You don't think it's low hanging
Ye-
fruit to talk about her divorce?
It's almost like this.
Do I think it's? I don't.
Punk out of AEW.
I don't think it matters how low the fruit hangs when you're being a dick to just be a dick.
Right. She's literally if she
No, I don't know what's going on backstage, and I don't really care. But if you're exercising your power over people, especially in the ring, where Tiffany
On camera.
being 25, not in the same position as Charlotte. Charlotte can say whatever she wants, really, and be mostly fine. Tiffany probably could not, and if she can, she probably doesn't have the gumption to do it without being pushed to that spot. So I'm on her side completely, for sure.
Yeah, I
it's
applaud
actually-
Tiffany for standing up for herself and coming back at Charlotte like that.
Also, I'm
Same.
I can be like a petty bastard, and like if you really make me mad, that's probably the first thing I'm going to go for is something that will hurt you and cut you deeply.
Right. If
So-
it's true and like this is actually like not some kind of just somebody randomly saying, "Yeah, this is all fake." You know, not fake, but this is all real. Like, then this makes Charlotte look like shit. Like,
Brother, the crowd did not let her talk.
well, I'm
they
saying
haven't
this
since
makes
she
her look
came.
worse.
They haven't since she came back. So, like that's whatever at this point. But
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely did not make her look good. If anything, it made just Tiffy look much stronger on the mic.
No, it didn't make. No, it did not. Not make any of them look stronger on the mic.
She didn't look
It
strong
just
on
made
the mic.
Charlotte look bad, like as a bad person. Like,
I meant, well, I guess more like that she's in her head right now.
it seems like Charlotte is just a bad person, is what it's coming down to at this point.
Maybe.
Because, like, why are you doing this? Just sell your fucking match.
Oh, you gotta put yourself over.
I guess.
I have.
Yeah, Charlotte
did,
Flair,
you know,
the 700-time women's
I
world
did,
champion,
like,
needs
so-
to put herself over.
Hold up. Tiffany really did a great thing when I don't know if it was like a promo or if she was on a podcast or something, but she went on whatever she was talking on, and she was like, you know, if Charlotte beats me, like, good for her, but if she loses to me, she lost to like a low down loser piece of shit. Like, it doesn't put her in a good spot. And I just thought, like, yeah, no, that's completely right. All she's doing is like dragging her down. And so, like, if Tiffany is going to win, like, it just makes Charlotte look stupid. Like that she's saying any of these things at all. Like,
Well, it's like, it's promo one-on-one. Like, don't, like,
it is. I mean, listen, Billy taught us that, like the only thing he taught us in promo was like date, place, don't put the opponent like under the bus.
yeah.
you
We never had promo class or anything like that for me. And like, it's straight up, it's common sense that you're trying to do business with somebody. So why would you, it's working together to build the match. It's not like, hey, this person's a piece of shit and a terrible wrestler. So sure, say piece of shit terrible wrestler. Okay, you beat a piece of shit terrible wrestler. What?
I mean, that would be better than like what Charlotte's not even saying any of that.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, it's silly. It's silly. I don't know. Snow's on Charlotte's side, it sounds like, though.
It's a good thing I'm a big old Sasha Banks guy. She won't do this to nobody.
Unfortunately, we
She can't cut a fucking promo to save her life. So.
we had another match cut from WrestleMania. Kevin Owens forced to not wrestle Randy Orton because of his neck. So that sucks.
Well, Snow, what do you think about the Charlotte Flair thing?
I told you, it made Charlotte look bad. Didn't make Tiffany look
In
good
the-
either.
In the grand scheme of things, whose side are you on?
Yeah,
Tiffany.
Okay. Just checking.
Devin was perjuring you and besmirching your name.
Like he
No, it's
usually
just
does.
based on what he said.
No, it's what he usually does. Jacob Fatu beat Braun Strowman in a last man standing match to be the new United States #1 contender.
I'm glad. I like
Last
that's
man
gonna
standing
be a
match
fun
for a #1 contender match is crazy, or for a #1 contendership is crazy.
Normally,
that's
yes,
that's
but
the GM mode shit.
yeah, no, it is. But it's actually like, if you think about it, that is the right choice, having Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu in that kind of match for it, because it wouldn't have been like a good regular match, because Braun Strowman does not have good regular matches. The last man standing match was good.
Was it?
And that's where I stand on it. Yeah, it was. It was actually enjoyable. Yeah, for sure.
Big Braun Strowman guy, are you?
Loves Braun Strowman. And then at the end,
I don't.
CM Punk finally revealed his favor to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Punk was like, you know what? the favor is Paul Heyman's going to be in my corner at WrestleMania and not yours, Mr. Tribal Chief. Roman didn't like that. Started putting his hands all over the wise man. Punk started putting his hands all over Roman. Gave him a really nice looking GTS that Roman sold.
Hey, yeah, that was
Bruh,
great.
his selling was fantastic.
That was fun.
Face down, ass up.
That's the way I like it. Which leads into Monday Night Raw. We had a women's title signing between Rhea, Io, and Bianca. It's going to be a triple threat match for the title. Io hit a Io's tired of getting disrespected, so she's decided, I'm gonna drop kick both of them.
I
You
don't
know what this has
understand
been
why they're
reminding me
basically
of?
just ignoring Io.
This has been reminding me of The Undertaker, The Rock, and Kurt Angle from like Vengeance 2001 or something like that. Not 2000 maybe. Like that's all it's been reminding me of. It's hilarious. But no, Io's got that dog in her. She broke Rhea Ripley's face too.
Jey Uso
Great promo.
smacked the microphone out of Gunther's hands. He's like, "Let me talk to you." So yeah, I think the last couple weeks, this feud's been getting good and good.
It's been cooking for sure. Yeah, I think Jay's one of the better mic guys.
All right, Lyra Valkyria
Sorry, just
beat
a thought.
Bayley.
My bad. I don't mean to have thoughts.
For the Intercontinental Championship. El Grande Americano and the other Americans beat up the LWO and stole the win. El Grande Americano looks pretty familiar to me. I don't know. I couldn't put my thumb on it.
And seeing people being bastards online with it.
Of course.
What do you mean?
I saw somebody put that picture up and then a picture of Chris Benoit and say, "Look familiar."
All right.
Which is crazy because, first of all, fuck Chris Benoit. And second of all, Chris Benoit is fucking Canadian.
Another match has been added to WrestleMania. A 4-way match for the Intercontinental title. Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, the champion, Penta, and Dominic Mysterio. So that'll be fun.
That is going to be fun.
And then at the end, or I don't know if it's at the end, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, they went at it. Seth Rollins came out and started berating Paul Heyman, I think, when Paul was out. Punk and Seth got into it. Seth gave Punk a curb stomp. He was about to hit it on Paul. Didn't, stopped himself. He's like, "Now you owe me a favor."
What do you think Seth's favor for Paul is?
You're going to be in my corner.
You're going to screw Punk.
And then the next week, Roman's probably going to have a favor. So
He's going to be
Roman
back to
always
working
does
for
that.
Roman.
Yeah.
No, Roman's going to be off TV for the next 6 months. Speaking of off TV,
Sure.
Gunther signed a new contract. Got a tour bus with it. Let's go.
Good for him.
he did.
He deserves it. We're working his ass off.
He also said he was going to go to New Japan before WWE. But WWE scooped him up.
That would have went crazy.
It would have.
He also said that Logan Paul, a great addition to the roster.
Well, you can be wrong on some things, for sure.
It's eyes.
He also said that, Jay wasn't really someone who he'd think he'd face at WrestleMania either.
Saw that too.
He'd rather face people, what do you say, Punk,
Yeah.
Roman, Cena maybe.
Punk, Roman, Cena.
So last couple weeks, I don't know, kind of made that match very, very, very good. So
It's about to pop off.
It's going to be good.
all right, So speaking of popping off, Jordi is going to tell us what we got wrong throughout the whole episode, if we did, you know.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you did. You did. Remember how last week Devin was the only one to get something wrong?
Yeah.
This week, Devin's the only safe one. Jacob, for the record,
Oh my
the
god.
WrestleMania 31 7-way ladder match that you were talking about, the Daniel Bryan
Okay.
one, that included
Okay.
Bad News Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Stardust, and R-Truth.
All right.
That's your
That was
lineup.
close.
That's your
I got
lineup.
3 of the 7 right, or 4 of the 7. 5 of
You
7,
did.
whatever.
You did. Missed out some little names. Cody, the WrestleMania 38 match between Edge and AJ Styles. That was not a boneyard match.
No,
I'm not sure if you corrected yourself, but you did say it was a boneyard match. You did.
No, Devin asked if it was.
Devin asked if it was a boneyard match. Cody didn't say it was.
I heard otherwise. You'll have to run it back and for the record on me. I've spoken. Snow. This is a very rare occasion. I usually don't get Snow specifically. But
He doesn't talk.
for the record, in One Piece in the Punk Hazard arc, we find out that Caesar Clown is making smile fruit, not devil fruit. Which I guess you could technically say it's devil fruit. They're artificial devil fruit, but they're called smile fruits.
Tomato, you know. I'll take
Idiot.
it.
Potato, carrot. And the record has been set.
Stamped of approval from Jordi, and now we're going to take it home. Go follow the podcast on Twitter at TopTerta, where we post updates to the podcast and links to where you can go watch the podcast, because we are on YouTube, youtube.com/@TopTerta, where you can go like, subscribe, comment, turn on that notification bell. Please do it now. I'm asking you.
Please.
And then, you know what? We're on Facebook. If you're a degenerate, go like us there. And
A lot of likes there.
yes. And you know what? TikTok, Twitter, the Beast Snow for me.
And as always, you can find me on Blue Sky at wise-bun.
Ginger Beardman 22 on the Blue Sky.
Twitter, @_ I'm just Jake. That's all I got. We'll see if I stick to it.
Oh my god, dude. Didn't even plug it. Coming back to
Twitch,
streaming.
I'm just Jake TV. There you go.
Also, haven't even started it yet, and you're already like, nah, fuck it.
Literally streamed
You had
last week. What are you
You
talking
had an
about?
entire PNG made. Now he's like, let's see if I stick with it.
Yeah, tweeted
cheap.
today talking about
That's
I'm
what-
doing this one day
Once a week. Yeah.
Won't even plug it on the podcast.
I just plugged it, bitch.
Because we bullied you into it.
Nobody bullies me.
Anyway, follow
I'm
me
the
on
one who
Twitter
bullies.
@SexyDevB. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Follow me on Twitter @SexyDevB. TikTok, DevB5. Maybe we eat some chips again soon. Maybe we don't.
You won't.
Probably not.
Yeah, you got about 3-4 weeks.
J.R.R. Tolkien never wanted his work published in paperback. An editor asked if they could publish The Lord of the Rings in paperback. Tolkien was appalled and said he would never permit his work to appear in such degenerate a form. The editor was outraged, but found a loophole in the copyright to do it anyway.
There we go.
Thanks, Devin.
Is paperback a degenerate form of reading?
I didn't think so.
We may
I
never know.
prefer hardbacks.
Softbacks are kind of cheaper, so
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, it is cheaper when it's softer. That's for sure.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
so from all of us at
Hail Hayton.
TopTerta, we're just out here grinding, like Bam Margera back in 2005. So we're gonna bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
Bang.
I'm your Huckle Baby.
And fade out.